Hello, Internet. It is I, Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today, we're going to be talking about Magazine Dreams. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros. Well, reviews for this movie are quite good. If I can pull them up properly. Let me see. Sorry, last I checked, they were good. Yes, here we go. 81% critic score, 91% audience score. Both are very much satisfactory. So that's an obvious pro right there. So it's pro number one. Uh, pro. Okay. Jonathan Majors. He's in a way his name is both a pro and a con because on the pro side, he has hits under his belt. Started out kind of small, like smaller movies, but recent years, he's getting more screen time. And then he was, cast as Kang the Conqueror in the MCU, where he was first in the Loki series, and then he made his way to the movies of Ant-Man 3. And he was like the big selling point of that movie. And although Ant-Man 3 was a total bust, Jonathan Majors was considered like the highlight of the movie. Like he was like the shining light of that dumpster fire. So at least he had that. But then less than a month later, he had Creed 3. And Creed 3, not only was it a hit, financially, but critically as well. And a lot of people thought he really shined in that movie too. So it seemed like everything was like going like really good for him. But shit went sideways very fast in the month of March of 2023 because later that month he got arrested for, I think it was a domestic assault, something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was physical assault against his now an ex girlfriend, and then that led to a big old legal battle for the rest of 2023, which culminated in December, where he says here he was found guilty of 2 misdemeanor counts of assault and harassment. Yeah, that's not good for anyone. Like that's something you don't want attached to your name, and because of that, he was dropped. He dropped out of like a ton of movies, a ton of projects, and his MCU role as a Kang. Well, that went up in smoke. Like Marvel dropped him real fast once that verdict came out, and as a result, Kang Dynasty had to be reworked into Doomsday. So that's why that change was made. So now Jonathan Majors is trying to come back from this. And I mean, he does have some support. I mean, Michael B. Jordan still, is by his side. So he's got him and several others. And this is like, and Magazine Dreams, like this movie was supposed to be from like Searchlight Pictures, like the specialty division within Disney. But then once all this shit went down with the assault and getting convicted of assault and harassment, they just dropped the movie too. So the movie was just kind of floating around in the ether for the longest time until I think it was a Bear Cliff Entertainment, like they picked it up. So they're the reason this movie is even seeing the light of day. Yeah, Jonathan Majors, like on one hand he has hits, he's a recognizable face. On the other hand, dude got arrested for assault and harassment and found guilty of the same things. And apparently, as I'm reading here in his Wikipedia page, he's currently serving a 52-week in-person domestic violence intervention program. So, yeah. Will people want to see him on the big screen again? At least this soon? I mean, moviegoers were willing to watch Will Smith on the big screen again after The Slap. But obviously, what happened with Jonathan Majors is a lot more serious than The Slap. Um, I don't know. Comebacks, can they happen? Yes. Do they happen all the time? No. So it depends on whether audiences are just like cool with watching Jonathan Majors on the big screen. It all depends. But yeah, I wouldn't label Jonathan Majors as he's neither a pro nor a con. He's his name is middle ground for the reasons I just said. So yeah, but I think of any other I guess I can go cons. Well, besides Jonathan Majors and everything that's gone on with him, it's the fact that this movie. I mean, no one really knows it's out. It's only being released in like 800 theaters, which is like really low. So that's not going to help this movie at all. So low theater count is a con. Another con is this from Bear Cliff Entertainment. They don't have a lot under their name. I mean, last year they tried to release The Apprentice. They thought, oh, it's so relevant for 2024, considering Trump was like running for election when the movie came out. And Trump tried to like block the release. They thought they were gonna get a bunch of free press, and that free press would turn to ticket sales. No, that is not what happened. People just didn't watch it. Most people just didn't give a shit. And so yeah, Bear Cliff's track record is pretty dismal, as you can see. So I guess I'll label that as a con. Another con is that the box office as a whole is just pathetic. It is so sad. It's just, ugh. Non-stop negativity. That's what's been going on for the last month or so. So yeah, that's a con right there. So, and I guess I can mention like the thing about this movie of bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is like a topic that's not really brought up in movies all that much. I don't think it's ever been popular in movies. When it comes to like bodybuilders, I mean, we got Love Lies Bleeding last year, and that didn't really make much of an impact. We had Pain and Gain, but that movie had Mark Wahlberg and The Rock, and it was like way more high profile than Magazine Dreams. So yeah, but so bodybuilding is not really a popular subject in movies, so I'll label that as a con too. And yeah, so opening weekend, maybe this could hit $1 million. Maybe I'm just gonna go with the typical 500K to a million just to be safe, and a final total of I think 2 to 3 million, maybe more, or probably 2 to 3 million. And that's it for the weekend. Yay! Thank God. Ugh, it's over. Another weekend of just negativity or nothing good. Next week, it might be a bit better comparatively, but it's still not going to be a strong weekend. We got Death of a Unicorn, we got Woman in the Yard, we got A Working Man. I don't know about this Skin Cutter, I'm not sure about that one. But the other three I know I'm going to be talking about, so you can stay tuned for those next week. But yeah, so that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. You want to check out more videos like this? I got playlists on the homepage, all previous prediction videos I made this year and the past few years. You want to watch any of them, go right ahead. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. March recap will be in mid-April, just about. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. There's also the Cancel series where I went over all the movies I was supposed to come out but didn't. I believe I did, in fact, talk about Magazine Dreams. I think when it got like yeeted from the calendar altogether, but I'm not sure. Let me see. Okay, I talked about it twice. The first time was episode 183. That was I talked about like two untitled Jordan Peele movies. One of them is produced by him. The other is it was directed by him. I think the one produced by him is, I think it's called Him, but that's this year. And his fourth movie, I think that's coming within a few years. I think. But yeah, the uh, yeah, that's the first time I talked about Magazine Dreams. That's when it got its release date. That's when I assumed it would be releasing in 2023. But oh, how that changed. And then episode 213 talked about Aquaman 2, Alto Knights, Elio, Snow White, and Black Phone 2, along with Magazine Dreams. It's funny how three of the movies I talked about in that video came out the same day. How weird is that? Yeah, that's when like the movie got delayed indefinitely before Bear Cliff Entertainment saved it. So yeah, those are the two times I talked about Magazine Dreams. So you want to watch those videos or any other canceled episodes I've made, all 250 episodes. Want to binge watch that whole series, go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.